Welcome, everyone. To the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season. And last year, they were able to take the edge in the series thanks to some clutch play. Now, here's James. Shot clock at 5. Over Williams. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. At over 40 years old, Richard, the way LeBron James is still able to impact the game is absolutely incredible.
And just for context, through NBA history, the averages for a player once he turns 40 are 6 points and 3 rebounds. LeBron is blowing that out of the water.
By the way, that's a two-pointer, and he's off on his first shot of the game. Outside, Hero. What a terrific move that was. Heroes got the first points in the scoreboard for Los Angeles. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the always daunting prospect of slowing down LeBron James. He told me, quote, as dangerous a scorer as LeBron is, we can't devote too much attention to him because he knows how to use his teammates. If we overplay him, he'll pick us apart with his passing. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Pass to Castle. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Corner jumper right in Hardaway's wheelhouse.
Now here's Murray. Now Hero. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The shot from 20 feet away. Rebounded by the Lakers. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
And savvy play by Hero, using the pull-up jumper to catch the defense off guard.
Pass to Kessler. To the inside. And LeBron throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Hero. The rebound by James.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one. At least you hope.
Pass to Kamare. Back to James. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. James has got 5 now.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Castle with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Hardaway. Houston needs to get a shot. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Now, Hero. He's got 6. The shot from 20 feet away. And it falls over the rim and in. He's got 8.
And there's no hesitation from Hero when the the shot's there for him, he is looking to let it fly.
Inside, Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The Lakers trail. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Back to Murray. The Rockets pull it in. Castle with the bounce pass. Pass to Kamare. Back to Castle. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Gafford.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit, Rick.
Outside Williams. Over Levine. They grab their own miss. And Gafford throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Kamare. Hasn't made one yet.
The lob, the finish, just a textbook alley-oop. And Levine, his bounce, his athleticism, it kind of pays off in these moments.
Now here's Murray. Green drives in. And Green slams it in. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
Outside Levine. Pass to Kamare. To the paint. Murray Boyles with the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Williams with a clean look. Good on the triple. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
The D can't afford to back off Williams too much there. When he's roaming the perimeter, he's more than capable of firing from deep.
Here's Castle. Outside Levine. For 3. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and willing to absorb the contact.
There's 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pippen outside. Back to Levine. Here's the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Cornette. Basket good. Cornette's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Tie game in Los Angeles.
19.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Pass to Hero. Rockets with the rebound.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
RJ is an elite floor spacer. Luke Kennard has made quite a living.
Of his 9 years in the league, he's only shot under 40% from three 2 times. And in both those years, he shot 39%. That's elite level consistency.
Here's Jerome. After the Rockets pick up 3. Outside Hero. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Heroes got 11.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3. A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Hero. The shot from the low post is good. 13 points in the game.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
Now here's Levine. He's got 6. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. To the middle. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. And Reed throws it down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Pass to Kennard. It's Pippen on the way. No scoring in this one. Levine wide open. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Over the course of his career, Levine has grown into just an absolute lethal shooter. And the mid-range, that's a huge part of it.
Here's Whitmore. It's deflected. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you, Kevin.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Kennard. Here's Cornette. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's high, he stays high.
Now into lineup for Los Angeles.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shots good by Hero.
And the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
James, the bounce pass. Such a wide open look. Levine's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Here's Rizachet. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Well, Rizachet has decent size, and he uses it well at times to put points on the board.
Here's James. A rebound by Shen.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
That one's in, his first shot this game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's LeBron. 8 points for him. Latrey. And it's Whitmore with the rebound.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Pass to Hero. Back to Whitmore. Takes a 3. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Personal foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Lakers making a switch here. On defense, the Lakers. 4-point game. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And here's the Lakers. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Riche so talented with the ball in his hands.
Here's Castle. Still without a basket. Lots of room. And it's Riche with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Gafford inside. Hits the layup in for the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Gafford's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. James on the drive. That one goes in. LeBron's got 10 points in the game. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
Castle, no one around him. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
There's that athleticism we talk about with Murray, a point guard with major mouths.
James outside. Pass to Kessler. Here's Castle. Hardaway for 3. The putback. Nice hit again. James. And at last, they get one to fall.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the rim.
Murray with the bounce pass. It's Williams with the drive. And the slam by Williams.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Kamare. Now Castle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Riche.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And here is Murray. Outside, Hero. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Here's Murray Following the basket by LeBron James. And Reed throws it down.
Well, his court vision has come a long way since entering into the league. Murray is now a skilled facilitator.
Rockets trailed by 8. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. LeBron outside. Pass to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Over Williams. James, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Williams. 12 points for him. Pass to Kamare. Now Castle. LeBron outside. Out to Hardaway. The baseline J. The Lakers with the rebound.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
High post try. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Back to LeBron. Down low. Kessler with the bucket.
Just another dime from LeBron. And this man, every time he drops a dime, I feel like he moves up the leaderboard.
Outside, Hero. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Heroes got 17 now.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Pass to James. Here's Castle. Reed with the rebound. Lakers leading by 8. Here is Williams. Covered by Kamara. Fades back. And another basket for the Lakers.
Doing his thing with that midi. Williams assertive when it comes to looking for his shot.
Kessler up top. Back to Castle. Hardaway from outside. James in the post. That's his 6th miss and 12 field goal attempts. Here are the Lakers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Outside Williams. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Just having his way on that one. Williams is showcasing a well-rounded offensive game, piling up the points.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the board.
Castle with it. At the top of the key, Kamara. Here's Murray Boyle. Here's Levine. Pass to Kamara. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. You know, RJ, when you think of the top scorers in the NBA, Zach LaVine can get overlooked.
Yeah, LaVine's career scoring average is over 20 points a game. We're talking about under 100 guys have done that in league history.
No good that time. Rockets trailed by 12. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Guys?
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Los Angeles leading by 10. left side. Here's Williams. Kotk with the rebound. And here's Houston. Here's Castle. He has 5. Outside, Levine. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Green. Misses the 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And so Houston again turning it over. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. On the wing, Green. Back to Murray. 5 to shoot. Elbow shot is on the way. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Murray's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. Outside, Levine. Puts the move on, and it's good on the layup. Levine's got 15.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Back to Murray. Inside. Gafford misses. Rockets trailed by 10. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Now Castle. 5 points in the game. Kotk. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
There's Green with the 3. Rebounded by Kamare. Castle with it. Pass to Kotk. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Now here's Murray. Off with the layup. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Lakers lead by 8. 2K Sports back in a moment.
56. The Rockets. 48.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Rockets trailed by 8. Outside, Levine. And it's off from three-point range. Jerome deciding where to go with it. And Scottie Pippen is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Hero. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And Hero is sinister off the dribble.
Now here's Pippen. On the wing, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Over Green. Levine's shot is off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find always a surefire way to get back in the game. The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
And a wide open look for Hero. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot wherever possible.
Pippen with the wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lakers leading by 14. Here's Reed. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Murray Boyle. And a strong finish with two hands.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Hero, that's a two-pointer. And again, it's the Lakers.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
And here's Kennard. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Jerome. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. That three off the mark.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, "We have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging." Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And it goes down 2 points.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
High post shot. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Back to Kessler. And stolen by Williams. Back to Murray. Pass to Williams. He makes his ninth shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
James looking it over. Just 4 to shoot. Pippen for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
3 points.
Pippen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Murray down low. Outside Williams. Kessler pulls it down. Rockets trailed by 12. It's tipped. Shea with the steal. Now Hero. Here's Shea. And there's the drive. Count it.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
James outside. It's deflected. With the drive. Oh, what a play inside.
Yeah, if you give Shea a chance at the rim, he's gonna make you pay.
And here's Pippen. Levine outside. Just 5 on the clock. second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation.
Lakers ball. Houston substitution. Tomorrow.
Lakers leading by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought that their overall shot selection was better.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tyler Hero.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Just 3 to shoot. Williams outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. $17-point game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. James. And he does not hit. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it out in that dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And this game could really be a defining